Hey, my friends, I am so glad that you're here. I've been coming to you a little bit about this Keeping Promises program that I'm doing. And life is as it is, right? And first of all, I just want to say I'm coming to you after a workout. I just really wanted to get this in and it'll kind of loop into what the subject's about. So if you're seeing me on YouTube, bear with my look. But we have been talking about like our whys behind our keeping promises to ourselves. Like, what is our why? Why do we want to do this? And really digging deep in that. We talked about habits and how to keep our create habits that last, the small steps, all of that good stuff. We talked about ways to get workouts and proteins and water in. And this week was about challenges. So I'm all geared up, I'm all ready to do it. And then Saturday, I came down with the flu. My husband had it all night Friday night, but of course he gets up Saturday and he's fine, good to go. I slowly come down with it Saturday, and by the afternoon I'm out. And by out, I mean like not doing good. And then Sunday, when I was going to record this podcast, I just couldn't. I had zero energy. Still felt like really, really awful. And so I feel a little bit t better today, Monday. Usually I have my podcast drop on Monday morning, and I'm like, you know what? I can't do it. I just have to heal and I have to rest, and I will do it when I'm ready. So I got up this morning. I felt a little bit better, had my greens, went for a walk. I'm like, okay, during my walk, bear with me, my voice is not great. Um, During my walk, I was like, yep, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to do this because this week we're talking about challenges. And the universe gave me a huge challenge, right? Like when you're feeling amazing and great, and then all of a sudden, wham, you get hit, and your plans that you had, you can't do, the things you're excited for, you can't do. It's very easy to get into that spiral, at least for me, of being like, ah, everything's ruined. This is just awful. I have to start at zero again, like rah rah rah, going in cycles and circles. So it's ironic, and the universe loves to do this, that the things that I had to talk about with my group today about challenges is what I'm going to talk to you about today too. So there's a bunch of things that can help you during challenges, but one of them is anticipate, right? Not anxiety caused anticipate, but just like kind of thinking ahead what obstacles might come up. And sicknesses, I mean, those come out of nowhere, but holidays, birthdays, big events, vacations, anything like that, you can definitely anticipate and kind of plan around. Like, okay, I know, I even do this during the week. I know Monday and Thursdays, I have meetings and calls all day into the night. So I'll get my steps in, but I'm not going to be able to get a work in. I'll anticipate this and then I will plug my workouts into other days, knowing that it might not happen, but at least I've anticipated it and planned for it. Another one is like find the path, right? If you see that obstacle coming, like, oh no, I'm getting sick. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to do anything on Sunday. Just finding the path around it was the solution. For me, the solution was doing this today. And not thinking like, well, if an obstacle is coming up, then I just have to quit. It's just no, there's got to be a path. There's got to be a way around it, right? There always, always is. You know, I know life is two steps forward, one step back. Whether it's your health, your finances, your relationships is always like that, right? I always find with finances that I'm like, yay. Then I'm like, hit, hit, oh. Then I'm like, oh, yay. And then I'm hit, oh, right? But just knowing that there's a path around it, knowing that, what can I learn from it is really big too. So I know that hard things are going to come up. I know I'm going to fall, but I also know because I've done this my whole entire life, just like you have, if I fall, I'm going to get up and I'm going to learn from it. And I tried to teach my girls that like crappy things are going to happen. It's what you take from it that matters. If you just learn crappy things happen to you, then that's going to keep happening to you. But if you learn, what can I take from this situation? Oh, in this situation, I learned that maybe I just need to plan a little bit better. Or from this situation, I learned to, um, whatever it may be, what can you learn from it? I think of like relationships in my life that have failed. Oh, I had no boundaries. I need to have better boundaries in relationships. Oh, I didn't communicate my feelings in that relationship, so I need to communicate my feelings better. What can you take from those relationships? The relationships might be really hard. You might fall in them, but what can you take from them? And that way, at least they're a little bit worthwhile. They're still going to be like maybe really crappy memories, but at least you can take something from them, right? Another thing is really like being flexible, going with the flow, knowing that just because it's out of your control, because you know that only you can control you. That was a huge lesson I had to learn. um, Knowing that I can only control myself, that schedules are going to change, weather's going to change, other people are going to change, schedules, everything's going to be changing. So I'm going to be flexible. I'm going to try to go with the flow and kind of just embrace it. Oh, this isn't going to happen. Maybe it's because, I just need to think about it a little bit more. Maybe I need to get a little deeper with it. Maybe I need to take a different angle at it. Maybe it's because I'm going to go do this thing and it's actually going to be so much more fun and worthwhile and beneficial than the way we were going to do it, right? Um, and also a really big one that has really helped me is elevating my circle. And that is surrounding myself with people who are excelling in the areas where I want to improve. This has helped me in so many ways. I know that if I stay in, and this isn't putting any circles down at all, we all have our things. But I also know that if I stay in a in a circle of people where health is not a priority, where working out isn't a priority, where self-development isn't a priority, where things that maybe like drinking a lot, just because for me, I don't do that anymore. Where maybe just drinking and partying is a lot. Been there, done that. That's not for me now. Maybe where gossiping is really important. I find myself falling into that and I don't want to. Maybe where, just doing things that aren't aligned with how I want to live my life and how I want my girls to show their life. Those are hard for me now. So, I learned when I was in this journey of like, okay, I don't want to be this person anymore. How can I be a better person? I needed to be in the communities, in the girl gangs, in the circles where people were excelling where I wanted to improve. And I have done that in my business. I've done that in my health. I've done that where I work. I want to work in a happier environment. So now I work next to a guidance department that lasts all the time. I can't even tell you how much happier that has made my life. In my business, I have, excuse me, joined the Arbonne community with Darcy as my upline, and they are just so positive and so motivational and so supportive and so showing me what is possible that has helped my business 100%. And not just my Arbonne business, but my community business, my helping other women business, like all of my businesses, my Reiki business, all of them, it's helped all of them. Um, for my health, I keep finding myself in areas where people want to do that. And again, I love where I am in the Arbonne because we have it within that, our group, our small group has created the wellness business inside of it, right? Like we have the app, we have the community, and that has totally helped me just want to be there and show up and be there for other people just like they are for me. So elevating my circle, making my gal gang and the people, the community I'm around to this higher level has helped so much. And that's what this keeping promises is also about, right? Like these are women who are like, okay, I want to learn a little bit more. I want to be a little bit more. So I'm going to be around people who are doing the things. And for them, that's me. Like I'm doing the things. And then I have people above me that are doing more things that I can learn from. So definitely elevating your circle can help those challenges because you can go back to those circles that they aren't going to judge you. They're going to be like, oh, well, you haven't been here for a week, so we don't know if we want you back. That's not how it goes, right? There is no judgment. We know life. We know life. Life can be hard. But if there's one thing I know about myself and what I absolutely know about you is that we can do hard things. Every time I say that, I think of Glennon. I love that podcast, but it is true, right? Like we can do hard things. We can pick ourselves back up, and I know that for a fact because we're right here. You're right here listening to this. I'm right here talking about this. If I didn't know how to do hard things and pick myself up, I wouldn't be here talking. You wouldn't be here listening. So I wanted to come on here and just talk about what we were talking about this week. And it's just, one of those ironic things that life took me out this weekend. It took me out, but I didn't say, screw it, I'm not going to do a podcast this week. I said, that's all right. I'm going to do it when I can talk. I'm going to do it when I have a little bit of energy. And that's today. So, thank you for being here and listening. And I hope this helped you and inspired you a little bit because I know I need all the inspiration I can get. And I love you guys. I truly do. Thank you.